This is a poem by Ginsberg. I was at first toying with the idea of doing Howl, and then I was going through it in about 10 minutes. I was like, oh, this is gonna go over real well. Because it is a beautiful work though. So this is a little bit shorter. Sunflower Sutra. I walked on banks in the tin can banana dock and sat down under a huge shade of the Southern Pacific locomotive to look at the sunset over the Box Hills and cry. Jack Kerouac sat beside me on busted rusty iron pole, companion. We thought the same thoughts of soul, bleak and blue and sad-eyed. Surrounded by gnarled still roots of trees and machinery, the oily water on the river mirrored the red sky. Sun sank on top of final Frisco peaks. No fish in that stream, no hermit in those mountains, just ourselves, reamy-eyed, hungover like old bums on the riverbank, tired and wily. Look at that sunflower, he said. There was a dead gray shadow against the sky, big as a man, sitting dry atop a pile of ancient sawdust. I rushed up and chanted. It was my first sunflower. Memories of Blake, my visions Harlem, and hells of eastern rivers, bridges clanging, Joe's greasy sandwiches, dead baby carriages, black treadless tires forgotten and unretreaded. The poem of the riverbank, condoms and pots and steel knives, nothing stainless, only the dank muck of the razor-sharp artifacts passing into the past. And the gray sunflower poised against the sunset, crackly, bleak, and dusty with smog and smut and the smoke of olden locomotives in its eye. Corolla of bleary spikes pushed down and broken like a battered crown, seeds fallen out of its face, soon to be toothless mouth of sunny air, and sun rays obliterated on its hairy head like dried wire spiderweb. Leaves stuck out like arms of the stem, gestures from the sawdust root, broke pieces of plaster fallen out of the black twigs, a dead fly in its ear. Unholy, battered old thing you were, my sunflower, oh my soul, I loved you then. The grime was no man's grime, but death and human locomotives. All that dress of dust, that veil of darkened railroad skin, that smog of check, that eyelid of black misery, that sooty hand or that phallus of the protuberance of artificial worse than dirt, industrial, modern, all that civilization spotting your crazy golden crown. And those bleared thoughts of death and dusty, loveless eyes and endless and withered roots below, in the home pile of sand and sawdust, rubber dollar bills, skin of machinery, the guts and innards of weeping, coughing car, empty, lonely tin cans with their rusty tongues alack. What more could I name? The smoked ashes of some cocked cigar, the cunts of wheelbarrows and the milky breasts of cars, worn out asses of the chairs and sphincters of the dynamos, all these entangled in your mummied roots. And you there, standing before me in the sunset, all your glory in your form, a perfect beauty of sunflower, a perfect, excellent, lovely sunflower existence, a sweet, natural eye to the new hip moon, woke up alive and excited, grasping in the sunset shadow, sunrise, golden, monthly breeze. How many flies buzzed around your innocent grime, while you cursed the heavens of the railroad and your flower soul, poor dead flower. When did you forget you were a flower? When did you look at your skin and decide you were an impotent, city, dirty, old locomotive, the ghost of a locomotive, the specter and the shade of a once powerful, mad American locomotive? You were never no locomotive, sunflower. You were a sunflower. And you, locomotive, you are a locomotive. Forget me not. So I grabbed up the skeleton-thick sunflower and stuck it at my side like a scepter and delivered my sermon to my soul, and Jack's soul, too, and to anyone who will listen. We are not our skin of grime. We are not our dead, bleak, dusty, imageless locomotive. We're all beautiful golden sunflowers inside. We're blessed by our own seed and golden, hairy, naked accomplishment bodies, growing into mad, black, formal sunflowers in the sunset, spied on by our eyes under the shadow of the mad locomotive, riverbank, sunset, Frisco, hilly, tin can, evening, sit-down vision.